on the islands in my world, I don't want the adventures to be as vast as the continents, because the islands just aren't as big. But I want the adventures to be more cluttered. There'd be more stuff in close proximity, just because I think that'd be more exciting. Hopefully. Hello viewers, Chronicler here. Welcome back. As for the islands and their biomes, and the continents, because I forgot to say which biomes are which colors. It might have been clear, but I thought I might as well just clarify. So the bright blue at the top is like glaciers, and it'd be pretty similar to North Pole and the South Pole and stuff in biome. The dark green in the middle. This is just on the islands. I don't think I have anything on the continent, but that's jungle and rainforest and tropical areas. The lighter, paler kind of green is plains. I have that in the south, kind of on the continent, and I have an island or two more kind of northern on the islands. And the bluish, greenish, grayish kind of color near the bottom and top is tundra or cold forests and stuff like that. Same as last week's video, I will also be giving examples of flora and fauna and things that are on the islands. And for the creature, I have the Prism Wing, with that scientific name, Chromatopteryx pathera. These live on the jungle islands and things like that. They're around 4.5 foot tall at the shoulder, and 6 feet tall, with the head and neck. They're 11 feet long with their tail. They have a pretty long tail, and they weigh around 150 to 200 pounds. So the concept behind these guys is it's a lot like a wyvern. If you haven't heard that, it's like a dragon, but instead of 4 legs and 2 wings, it's 2 legs and 2 wings. And they usually use the wings as much pair of legs. But it's a wyvern, but they're kind of smaller than usual, and they have thinner, very shiny scales. They kind of change color, and they can raise and angle the scales with muzzles to change their camouflage patterns and things. While it grows, it kind of I don't remember the exact species, but some monkeys, kind of some monkeys where the young cling onto the mother's back, the young cling onto the father's back. I chose that because it seems unique. They live in small family groups, usually around 5 to 10 individuals, and they nest in the tops of trees. Usually in a type of tree that has the upper branches that spread really wide, so they have plenty of space. And they are omnivorous, although they do prefer meat. So they'll eat fruit if they have to, but they'll go for meat. And they have venom that they secrete from under the scales. So great to touch one. And for the plant, we have the wind silk fan, with scientific name Flabellifera islaria. These live on the plains islands. They're 2 feet wide usually, and about 4 feet tall, quite big, and they take the shape of a large fan of spines. And in between the spines is just a sparkly film, kind of like a spider web, but weaved thicker, so there's less space between the fibers, and it spreads with the wind will blow past it, and when it's ready to germinate, the seeds will come off it in strong wind. And it uses the film to collect any sort of nutrients or whatever is carried into it with the wind, like lots of sea animals, which was my inspiration. And sometimes if you scrape the film right after a strong storm, you can get a very nutritious paste, although it can be quite rare and hard to get because you just can't get a ton of it most of the time. And the film, if you cut it off a dead one, you can use it somewhat similar to silk. Although people only collect it off of dead ones because it's how they eat, so it's kind of rude to take it off of the living ones. So it's kind of a taboo against taking the film from the living. For the natural resource, we have stonebark trees, which is like the wood of the tree is like very, very, very hard. So it can be quite hard to harvest, but it is very good for building houses and things because it has extreme compressive strength and pretty good tensile strength as well. So it's usually used to hold up houses instead of to make the planks of the houses, or however you would use wood in constructing a house, because of how hard it is. So it's quite hard to process. So it's usually used as posts or something like that. And something interesting about it is it takes very, very long before it starts to rot. Up to 4 decades, depending on how moist it is, how humid, and whether the bark is removed or not. It takes very long, and it is kind of toxic to eat, but most people don't really worry about that, even if they don't know, because you have to chew it very long. So if you guys have any ideas for animals or plants or natural resources, like last week, it'd be great if you could share them in the comments. And I was wondering if I should add different sentient and sapient species on my planet. And if I did, do you guys have any ideas or whatever? If you had share your opinions on that, if any, it'd be great. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.